If you have to shoot to defend yourself with a gun, you need to be focusing on the threat. You don't need to be focusing on the sight 2 feet in front of your face. I wanted to make an affordable, handheld, simplified visual shot timer. This is a visual shot timer that projects a stimulus onto the target so that you can react to that instead of just a buzzer. So not only does this give you a start stimulus when the light turns on, but it also gives you a stop stimulus to tell you when to stop shooting. You have a manual mode and then an auto mode. The manual mode, when you push the button, it fires the stimulus on the target. Now it is currently tracking shots. Now they're not shooting the dot. Similar to if someone was attacking you with a knife, you're not gonna shoot the knife, you're gonna shoot center mass or possibly the head if they're not responding to those center mass hits. And it tracks those shots so long as the laser is on the target. Now the moment you release, it now continues to track for an additional 3 seconds. And then your shots are divided into 2 categories. The during represents any shots that were fired during the stimulus. And then after represents any shots that were fired after the stimulus. And then after it records your shots, you can review all the split times into 2 categories. It breaks them up into the shots fired during the stimulus as well as the shots fired after the stimulus. And it shows the respective split times for each. Now, once again, what is this training you for? This is training you to process information downrange and not just run some pre-scripted drill. So for instance, we'll take a failure drill. A failure drill is a drill that is often used in case someone has body armor or they're on drugs that they would not respond to getting shot in the chest. So now you're going to anatomically redirect your shots to the head or maybe the pelvic girdle area. And then on the range, what we do is we tell everyone, all right, everyone, we're gonna do a failure drill. 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Stand by, beep, or stand by, up, and then everyone runs that drill. The problem is this is not how you would do a failure drill in real life. You would have to process, oh, my shots are not having an impact or an effect on the target. I need to do something else. So as an instructor or a buddy or a coach, you can now laze the target, and the moment you laze it, the student starts shooting center mass or where you train them to shoot. And then you can decide, I'm not gonna let off the laser until they punch a hole in the head. And then once there's a hole in the head, you release. So the student had to decide, I'm shooting the body, I'm shooting the body, I'm shooting the body, nothing's happening. Okay, redirect, shoot the head, laser went off. I got the reaction I wanted. So that's the beauty of this manual mode, is it allows you as the training partner or the coach or the instructor to be the stimulus and control the stimulus on the target. I call it conscious shooting because that's what you should be doing in a self-defense shooting. You should be using your brain. And it's amazing how a simple dot on the target requires someone to do that.